what do you feel like is your guys' greatest need right now? Is it marketing? Is it staffing? Like, what's the biggest need of your company?
Marketing, because at the end of the day, we're a brand new company, no brand equity in the market. People don't know who we are just yet. And so marketing is always the biggest one. I always say that it starts with marketing. Everything starts with marketing, not just lead generation, brand awareness as well. So you get the marketing down, especially the way I coach too, is like even before we launched, we didn't just launch and start running calls. We built the foundation of our organization. We got our price books, our SOPs set up, how we're going to go to market, all that great stuff. And then we started our marketing, and then we started our sales process. I like to think of it as like three targets, right? Marketing, sales, operations. But I worked it backwards. I worked on our operations first, getting all of our SOPs down, all of our price book, all that stuff. Then I went over to marketing. Now we're doing in sales, our sales process. So it makes it a lot easier.
This episode is brought to you by 10X Nerds. If you're a business owner doing real revenue, there's a good chance you're overpaying in areas you haven't even looked at. Things like credit card processing, insurance, telecom, and more. 10X Nerds comes in, audits your expenses across 30 plus categories, and finds immediate savings. And here's the kicker. They only get paid if they save you money. It's a complete no-brainer. If you want to keep more of what you make, go check them out at 10xnerds.com. This episode is brought to you by Rakowski Law Firm. If you're a business owner or have built a level of wealth, but you don't have your estate plan dialed in, you're exposed. Rakowski Law Firm helps families and business owners protect their assets, avoid probate, and make sure everything transfers exactly how it should. This isn't just paperwork, it's a real strategy to protect your legacy. If you haven't looked at your plan in a while or don't have one, go to rakowskilawfirm.com.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Builder's Bible. I'm joined by Jake Pettit, who is a friend of mine that I met on social media recently, and he has started a company called Rise Service Company. They do HVAC, amongst other things. And Jake's actually at the beginning of his journey, but they had a monster start. And I'm excited to kind of dive into it with him here today and learn about his story. And Jake, tell us about why you wanted to start Rise and kind of tell us about the company.
Yeah, so I launched Rise roughly about 7 weeks ago. And the reason I wanted to start it is because I own a coaching company too called Resilient Roots. And we coach technicians and owners and, in the trades, HVAC, electrical, plumbing. We coach them how to scale their business, how to communicate with homeowners. And, I wanted to launch Rise just to prove concept that the coaching actually works, but also too that I wanted to be in the trenches too with the guys. It's not just be a coach. Everybody's a coach out there. I wanted to actually do the work alongside everybody. And, so that's why I launched Rise. And, it's super fun, man.
So you were coaching people and you were like, well, I gotta be doing this stuff myself and show that the coaching and the systems and things I'm saying actually work. So you just decided to, on top of, I'm sure, a very busy coaching business, you're like, well, might as well just start a home services business as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's exactly right. Yeah. So, part of, just coaching it's great, but, you're hearing information from other people and then you're critiquing your coaching a little bit to fit their needs, all that great stuff. And instead I'm like, I'm going to be in the trenches with you guys also. That way I'm just not just a coach. I also own a home service business and, I'm a contractor myself. I'm the license holder for our company. I'm not leasing it out like a lot of these other people are doing. It's my stuff. So, I'm also coaching home service business as well. Still to this day, I coach people. So it's pretty great.
This episode is brought to you by my friend Silas Lagoy over at ForgeMark Wealth. If you're a high-income business owner or professional and feel like you're getting crushed by taxes, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. ForgeMark Wealth specializes in advanced legal tax strategies and wealth planning designed to help you keep more of what you make, grow it efficiently, and actually build long-term freedom, not just income. If you're making serious money but don't have a real strategy behind it yet, I highly recommend connecting with Silas and his team.
What's up, everybody? This episode is sponsored by ExitWise. If you're a business owner thinking about selling your company, whether that's now or years down the road, you need to know what your business is actually worth and how to maximize that exit. That's exactly what ExitWise does. They help you prepare, position, and ultimately sell your business by assembling a world-class team of M&A experts around you, guiding you from valuation all the way through closing. If you want to know what your business is really worth and how to increase that number before you sell, go check out exitwise.com and get ahead of it. What was your, before the coaching business, were you working for someone else, or did you have another business that you had started?
Yeah, so we started another company in San Antonio. I started with 3 other partners. I exited that business back in December of 2024. We scaled that really quickly, though, probably too fast. We went from 0 to 10 million in 18 months. We went really, really fast, and learned a lot of what to do, what not to do, but also too, I took a minority stake in that company, and I got tired of kind of having partners. Partnerships are really hard sometimes. So those guys are still going and they're still doing well. And I exited and launched Resilient Roots, which is my coaching company. And back into January of this year, I launched Rise Service Company.
Tell us about Resilient Roots for a second. What do you normally coach contractors through? Is it certain systems? Is it sales strategies? What do you normally bring them through?
It's sales strategies. It's a lot of communication, because you have these technicians that are extremely great at their skill. It's like going into a car dealership and you talk to a mechanic, or going into a car dealership, you have mechanics there that work on your vehicles, right? Typically, you don't talk to the mechanics. You're talking to a service advisor. Here in the trades, like, you're still, these technicians are inside of a homeowner's house. They're like the experts. It's what they do, and they just have a hard time communicating they have a hard time communicating the value over to a homeowner at a level that a homeowner can understand it. And so I just help them kind of take the value and the things that they're diagnosing and translate it over into be able to show homeowners packages and options, and be able to translate it in a way that the homeowner understands it.
Are you mainly doing HVAC as well, or do you coach roofers, plumbers, the whole 9 yards?
Home service, man. So it doesn't matter if it's HVAC, electrical, plumbing, roofing, siding, windows. It's all the same. Like right now in one of my coaching groups, I got got a couple window companies, couple siding companies. It's all the same. Same objections, same processes. You go about the calls a little bit differently based off what the services you are providing. Because I always tell my guys this, like especially my group and my team, I'm like, we're not a part company. If homeowners want to buy a part, they can go to Home Depot. We're a service company. So the level of service we provide demands the prices that we charge. And so, but our level of service has to be so high. And, that's what we practice. And so, yeah, hopefully that all makes sense.
This episode is brought to you by Blue Collar Business Advisors. If you're running an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, or landscaping, or any other type of home service business and wondering where all the money is going despite growing your revenue, you need to talk to Paul Maskill. Paul has scaled and sold multiple blue collar businesses and now helps business owners improve cash flow, profitability, and financial clarity through outsourced CFO services. His clients gain a better understanding of their numbers, build predictable profits, and create a business that supports the life they actually want. One of the things I appreciate most about Paul is he's not just a finance guy. He's been in the trenches as an owner. He understands the challenges of running blue-collar businesses because he's done it himself. If you're doing a few $1 million a year in revenue and want to stop guessing at your numbers and start building real wealth, head over to bluecollaradvisors.com. That's thebluecollaradvisors.com, and schedule a discovery call with Paul and his team. Blue Collar Business Advisors, helping blue-collar business owners build financially healthy companies and achieve permanent profitability.
This episode is brought to you by Corberry Digital. If you own an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, or home service business and you're tired of wondering where your next lead is coming from, you need to check out Corberry Digital. Corberry specializes exclusively in helping home service companies dominate their local markets through SEO, Google Ads, local service ads, websites, content marketing, and lead generation systems that actually produce a measurable ROI. Their team doesn't just focus on clicks and impressions. They help contractors lower customer acquisition costs, increase qualified leads, and build a marketing engine that scales. What I like about Corberry is they understand the blue collar space. They aren't trying to be everything to everyone. Their entire focus is helping trades businesses win in their backyard and generate more profitable jobs. If you're looking to grow your business, improve your online visibility, and build a marketing system that works, visit Corberry.com and schedule a strategy session with their team. That's Corberry.com. Tell them you heard about them on the podcast.
What is out of curiosity? Because we have a lot of blue collar guys that listen to the show. Like, what's the biggest thing that you normally help people work through? Is it just like general likability? Is it pushing back on people's concerns? Like, what's the number one thing that you typically help people work through?
Service, man. You don't have to push. You don't get pushback when you provide high level service. And everybody thinks you have to go into a call getting ready to sell and get ready to handle objections, which that's pretty normal. You can need to handle objections. But at the end of the day, it's really providing good service. You find out what a homeowner's wants and needs are. You find out all this stuff that they're wanting, and you can build options based off of what they told you and build value in that. You can sell a deal.
Okay.
And so I think the biggest thing with all that is mindset and limiting beliefs. And you get rid of that stuff, you're going to do well.
Tell us about Rise. So what makes you guys different? If someone says, hey, why you? What would you say?
That's a good question. So here's a little bit. The reason I even named my company Rise is we're built off, you can see the name, Rise, resilience, integrity, significance, and excellence, right? So I think what separates us compared to most companies is I can also get any brand out there. We'll work on any system out there. We can do literally anything. And at the end of the day, I think we're very, 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 very competitive in our market too. In my area, there's a lot of the PE firms that are out there right now, a lot of the big box stores. And right now, homeowners are really wanting transparency. They want to know what they're paying for and why they're paying for it. And so I think that's what separates us a lot. I mean, just in the last 4 weeks, we've gotten over 34 reviews just in 4 weeks. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And we're scaling pretty quickly on this. Super fun.
What do you feel like is your guys' greatest need right now? Is it marketing? Is it staffing? Like, what's the biggest need of your company?
Marketing, because at the end of the day, we're a brand new company, no brand equity in the market. People don't know who we are just yet. And so marketing is always the biggest one. I always say that it starts with marketing. Everything starts with marketing, not just lead generation, brand awareness as well. So you get the marketing down. Especially the way I coach too is like even before we launched, we didn't just launch and start running calls. We built the foundation of our organization. We got our price books, our SOPs set up, how we're going to go to market, all that great stuff. And then we started our marketing, and then we started our sales process. I like to think of it as like three targets, right? Marketing, sales, operations. But I worked it backwards. I worked on our operations first, getting all of our SOPs down, all of our price book, all that stuff. Then I went over to marketing. Now we're doing in sales, our sales process. So makes it a lot easier.
What are some things that you feel like are going really well at this point? So you mentioned the reviews. Anything else that you're really proud of or really sticks out in terms of the last 8 weeks?
Yeah, so most of these companies will go out and hire brand new technicians, or just go hire not even brand new technicians, just service technicians in general. Because in my industry, you got sales guys, which are called comfort advisors. You have service technicians, and you have maintenance technicians, and you have installers. What I did is I took installers and turned them into service technicians. These installers don't typically communicate with homeowners. They go to a house, they install equipment, and they leave, right? I got installers, trained them how to be service technicians, but also taught them how to communicate with homeowners. And so what I think doing really well is my guys out there right now are doing really well with the sales process, because these guys are really hungry because they've always wanted to be in the service side, but they've never given the opportunity to, because, they've never had experience in the service. So, I think that's really going really well. It's super interesting because even whenever we're replacing an air conditioning system, these guys know exactly what to look for because they know how to install them. So, and then on the other side is you got to show them how to troubleshoot like some older equipment and things like that. But there's technology out there. There's people out there. There's our suppliers that help with that as well. So it's not bottlenecked to just me to help them. So I think that's been a super success on that. At the end of the day, though, Andrew, is I just want my guys, my team, to go in there and provide a high level of service to people. And even if they can get me on the phone with a homeowner and we can talk, and it all boils down, if I can get the homeowner talking about price, we're going to close the deal because we're going to find a way to fiddle with all the numbers, fit this into their monthly budget or their overall investment and get the whole deal closed.
When you look at your calendar and how your brain space is used, how much is going to the coaching business versus the service company?
Yeah, so I've been coaching 2 hours a week right now. And most of it all, the
Okay.
rest of it's all going to the Rise Service Company. I've taken all my clients and I've put them into group coaching, except for one company that pays me pretty good to coach them one-on-one. And so my coaching has gone from not sporadically every day of the week to one day a week group coaching 12 to 1 and on Tuesdays, and then I got a Wednesday morning from 8 to 9 a.m. So
Let's talk about AI for a second. How are you using it, and where do you see it affecting the HVAC space?
good question. So I use some of the AI. I think AI is great out there. I think we all need to kind of try to get on the bandwagon of using it to help alleviate some of the tasks that it can do. So, for instance, like in my CRN system, like I still during the day during our working hours, I have we answer the phone. A real person answers the phone. But on after hours, I have a CSR AI through House Call Pro that answers the phone, books the call, schedules the appointment, down to getting the customer's information, all that great stuff. That's how I've been using it. Another way I've been using it is I have it. I'm not a really good writer. I'm not really good at typing stuff. So obviously, a lot of people use it for, copy. And that's the way I've been using it a little bit. But I've found that Claude is way the best out there for writing copy. I mean, it is phenomenal. And so I'll just go in there, prompt it, and, sending out if it's little newsletters, blogs, if it's emails to homeowners. That's how I've been using it right now. And I just found this new one too called Manus that is like super
Yeah,
sophisticated and like
Facebook acquired them. Yeah.
it's super. I heard it's pretty nice. So listen, I'm not like I'm pretty far behind on the AI world too, man. It's something that is like it's a difficult to learn because it's moving so fast. So like everybody's using
Yeah.
Chat GPT before, now it's Claude or Manus or Gemini or Copilot or all these other different AI platforms out there. So it's taken a little bit of time for even me to catch on, but trying to use it as best as possible because it can be an asset and a resource for you. So
What's your goal over the next 2, 3, 5 years for the service company?
so my goal is I want to build this company. I want to build it to sell it, but I don't think I want to sell it right now. I'm too young. I'm 34 years old. And so the next 5 year goal for me for this is I want to get this up to $10 million in revenue. And in the next 5 years, we did our last company from 10 million. I had partners in it, so it was not just me, all that good stuff. But we did it really fast, and it's not bad, but it can be if it's not done right. Right, it can be pretty bad. So for me, if I can get it to 10 million in the next 5 years, which is a really hefty goal because I'm the sole owner of this company, that would be a great accomplishment for me. And really, at the end of the day, it's not even just revenue for me. I want to help change people's lives at the end of the day. Like literally, I came into this industry 10 years ago. I knew nothing about the trades, zero, nothing. Like I didn't know what a condenser was. I didn't know what an air handler was. And this industry has completely radically changed my life. And so if it can do it for me, there's thousands and millions of other people out there that it can help too. And like the blue collar work is literally the best industry to be in, I believe. You don't have to go to college. You do have to have some education. You can go work for an organization that can train you and get you trained up really, really well. But at the end of the day, it is, I believe, the best industry to be in because the income's uncapped. Because also, you may have robots going into a house installing equipment one day. I don't know where AI is going. Who knows? I don't see that happening. I think the blue collar trade is protected. You're going to have somebody, even if they do have that one day, like some type of robot going into a house, you're still going to have somebody govern the work. Like I'm a licensed contractor. I'm still going to have to manage all that, right? But who knows what's going to happen, man? I just think that the trades are literally bulletproof. They're recession proof. It's It's the best. That's why PE's paying crazy multipliers for this, specifically HVAC, electrical, and plumbing companies. I mean, I have buddies that have sold their companies for crazy multipliers, and so I don't know. I think it's a great industry, not just based off money, but like literally. I think that it's a skilled job. You know, it's a skilled career. So these guys are very, very gifted that are in this industry.
Yeah. Speaking of PE, I'm literally in the heart of PE capital here in Denver, and it's kind of funny to me to like see what the hot thing is. Sometimes it's roofing. Like when I talk to my friends that are all PE bros, you know, it's roofing or fire safety or HVAC. It's always interesting to see what the flavor of the month is around here. But it's interesting to hear like a lot of independent owners like you don't feel intimidated by PE because it kind of feels like they, like you said, they're not transparent or it's very like the mothership and it's not personal. So I'd imagine someone like you can tear it up and steal a lot of business from those guys.
Yeah, and I mean, I have friends that are really high up into PE too, like that are executives and stuff too, man. And like, there's nothing wrong with PE. It's just like it got a lot of overhead and like, it's got a lot of good stuff. So there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, heck, we love PE because they're buying out companies and making a lot of money from them, right? So there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
But like a small guy like what starting out like me, it's really good because like we don't have to. We could still be priced to make a really, really, really good margin on stuff. And be very fair, but we don't have to. We don't have the overhead like PE does. So that's the benefit.
Yeah.
And we can learn from those guys. You know what I mean by learning from them is like there's a lot of things that PE does great. Like for instance, their membership, how they do pricing, how they structure things, how they structure their profitabilities and stuff like that. And there's a lot we can learn from them. So yeah, man.
Okay. Well, I want to say thank you for coming on the show. If people want to learn more about you, Jake, and what you do, where can they go?
Yeah, they can go to my social medias. It's Jake Wayne. It's literally it. Or they can just email me at info@callrisetx.com.
Sweet. Well, don't go anywhere because I want to keep talking, but thanks so much for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, man. Thank you.